Alright, shalom, shalom. Alright, it's your brother Banawar. Come back with another video. Today's pretty probably about Sham Yahawashi. Giving all honors, glories, and praise to Heavenly Father and the Son. Yahawah, about Sham Yahawashi. Alright, double honors to the elders and apostles. Over there, great millstone, rule and teach well. And a sincere salutation unto the brethren pushing this word through truth and sincerity, risking their life for freedom to do so. Okay, name is Banawar. Alright, and today we're going to be going to the, basically, the Catholic Church again, man. Okay, I haven't touched upon this one in a while, but this one's crazy, man, because as you can see here, they're basically talking about how I think it's over a decade or not decade. I think this is just in France alone. I'm not even too sure, man, but this is just showing the unrighteous decrees, man. Okay, that basically go on. Man, just thinking about it's crazy. Okay, but basically, I just want to share this with you, Akims. All right, so the most absolute evils investigation estimated up to 3,000, and pay attention to that word estimate. You know, estimate is just a rough, like a rough guess. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're basically talking about. Okay, which one of the brothers actually sent me this. Okay, and I even said that the numbers gotta be way more than that. Okay, because this is crazy. You know, that's just 3,000. Okay, it says 3,000. Okay, pedophiles. Okay, priests in French Catholic Church since 1950. Okay, which this church has actually been around. Okay, I can give you accounts of like the Borgiers, you know, for example. Okay, dating way before 1950. Okay, there's been, and even now the modern day, there's way more than up to 3,000, man. Okay, that number's got to be way more. Okay, but it says up to 3,000 Catholic priests have abused children in France in recent history. And this is just France. Okay, I think this is one of the headquarters, because mainly those headquarters for the Catholic Church are over there in Europe, because that's where basically this shit started. Basically type of thing, because you go to the Catholic Church, Jake basically orchestrated this whole thing. Okay, and this actually helped birth Islam. Okay, which you know, it's a whole different topic. But it says the independent inquiry has said days before punishing a report in the scope crimes against minors. Okay, none of these priests are arrested. Okay, it's not in the news like that. All right, but you have R. Kelly out here getting demonized. You know. Right, which that's again a whole nother account, but it just goes to show you how they'll go all the lengths, right, to demonize Jake and what he does. Okay, and then look at these priests, they're not being held accountable, they're not being brought forward, they're not being crucified, right? You know, I forgot this one account, this one priest, man. Okay, he basically, it went public, basically it was in the news, and they're basically saying how God should forgive him for his acts and all that, you know, being generous to the dude and everything. And I'm just like, God damn, man, you know what I'm saying? But this just goes to show you, okay, right? You can see here, okay, so the independent commission led former Vice President Council State Jean-Marc Sauvé was set up by a French Catholic Church in 2018, and studies shows crimes against minors within its ranks. Okay, which these dudes are Masons, anyways. Okay, that's how they be doing all that creepy stuff, right? Which the church has actually contributed to a lot of trafficking too. Okay, these people don't even report on these types of things. Okay, they don't report on these types of things, right? And when you go back into over here back in America, like reservation schools and all that, them priests were doing the same thing to those kids, right? What happened to that site, that one, right? The reason I'm emphasizing that word one, because this is just one school. They found over 3,000, I think it was 3,000 bones of kids, okay, underneath the school, okay, because that's what they be doing. Okay, this is an unrighteous decrees. Okay, and this is sad. This is just on RT News. This is not mainstream media. It's not time you talked about on your radio station. You know, it says after going through the church archives across the country, conducting interviews and commissions, it says known its acronym CIS will deliver a 250,000 page report on Tuesday. Okay, and there you go. You know, like where's the outrage on this? Right, and this is another church. This is in Poland, okay, which is also in what is it called, Europe. Okay, so I want to get a scripture, man. Okay, because this is this is crazy just thinking about it. Okay, that's just 3,000. Okay, in France. Like, come on, man. You know, these are the unrighteous decrees we speak out against, man. This is what we're against right here. You know, but we're the bad guys for talking about these types of things, right? You know? Um right, this is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 4 verse 19. This is the way of the wicked is darkness, since they know not at what they stumble, okay? And this is the ways of the wicked, man. Okay? You know, these people claim to be these supposed to be the wisest men of our, generation, the men of God, right? And they're out here doing these crazy acts. Okay? Right? Which I always knew, man. Like, they always had a weird vibe to them and whatnot. You know? It says, right, we'll jump down. It says, the most terrible thing for me was to see the most absolute evils an attack on the physical and mental integrity of children, which is to say, work of death perpetuated, okay, by people whose mission was to bring life and salvation. Right, crazy, right? These men are supposed to be preaching salvation. They're supposed to be teaching God's will, all this crap, and then look, right? Look at this. Look what they're doing to these kids. It says between the 1950s and 70s, the church was completely indifferent, okay, to the victims. They didn't exist. The suffering of children, right? And a lot of this, the reason why it's ignored too is because these kids get kidnapped, right? They think that, oh yeah, an average neighborhood weirdo took him up. No, man, a lot of it is these churches, the community churches. They run these damn rings and everything. Yeah, man, that's what's be going on. Okay, like I said, the spirit, these churches be running these goddamn rings. They be trafficking all that stuff, man. Okay, how do you think these churches are so rich? Okay, right? They know, but man, they pay out people to hide out information. Come on, man. Right? That's a branch off article, that Polish article. I don't know why I went there. Slovakia. Okay? Okay? It says they didn't exist. The suffering children was ignored, right? Because they paid them out. Okay? Right? The church is this billions, trillions of dollar industry, man. Okay? If you don't think the church is a business, man, you're lost, man. You're lost. You're through. Okay? First of all, they got ties running all up in that. Okay? Then they got these undercover operations paying the traffic. They paying trafficking. Okay? Right? Operations like that. Okay? And then they get money globally. Okay? From church, other Catholic churches. Come on, man. All right? Oh, man. Interested in protecting the church and retaining, okay, offenders in its priesthood, right? And the scriptures say that, man, right? These dudes walk in darkness. Okay? Right? The scriptures say that they would try and come in sheep's clothing. What is a sheep? Harmless, soft, okay, needs guidance, types of things. That's what it is, like a baby, baby innocent, right? But behind closed doors, you're a damn wolf, man. Okay, right? You're the predator. It says Europe. One ratio, okay, cited sources say that the estimated number of a potential victim mentioned in the report will be well over 100,000. This is 10 times higher than its previous estimate put forward by the commissioner in March, right? And they'll purposely inflate in number. I mean, not inflate, downgrade numbers too. Okay, just like they inflate numbers to make the matter look lesser than then. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it look less than it actually being worse. Okay, this is the Catholic Church across the world, right? That's what we're just saying. Has been rocked by numerous high-profile cases involving the sexual abuse of minors by priests in recent decades. Okay, and these people are forgiven by communities and all this crap. Okay, right? The article's pretty small, but I just thought I'd have to share this, man. Okay, this is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. Okay, Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have been brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee has deceived thee. Okay, and this is talking about Esau, because this whole chapter is about Esau Edom. Okay, this vision of Obadiah. Okay, that's how Esau operates, man. Okay, he pretends to be at peace with you, makes treaties nice, And really, again, he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay? It says, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Okay, you can't understand this man. Okay, just like we're talking about this past week about Edom. Okay, there's no understanding his wickedness. It's exceeded its bounds and measures. Okay, right? No one can really fathom. Okay, these men that are supposed to be the men of God, so quote unquote the men of God. Okay, doing these things to children. Crazy. It says response to 2020 independent report finding the senior church officials had failed to act on reports of crimes against these children in the past. Like, how the hell are you getting all these damn children? You know what I'm saying? Like, how? Right? How are you getting access to all these children? Okay? How you getting these one-on-one encounters with children? Like, come on, man. That shit is weird, man. You know, but anyways, man, that's pretty much the article. Just got to bring out a couple of scriptures, just bring basically briefly speak on this. This is the wicked decrees that go on in the society. This is not published. It's not your mainstream media. Okay, like come on, man. All right, so man, until next time, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Heavenly Father and Son Yahawashi. Okay, and that's with that. Let's say shalom.